Yo, what's good with y'all? It's your boy Mike Beats here. I hope everyone is doing amazing today. Playboi Carti just dropped his album Music. We have been waiting for that album for too long and it finally came out. I did listen to the whole album and I think it's fire. You know, there's a bunch of songs that I really like, and today I am breaking a beat in a style of Hood by Air, Toxic, EVIL J0RDAN, those beats that Cardo has produced. As you can see, this beat is really simple in my opinion, and yeah, this is actually a really interesting beat. I just made this melody with these VSTs and all. I flipped the melody, did some little changes, then I added this hard hitting drums. This video is gonna go crazy. Follow me on IG at MikeBeats_. I hope y'all enjoy this video and yeah, let's get it. First thing is this BPM. I went with 147. Yeah, let's start with the melody. So the melody, I have these VSTs right here. I started off with Analog Lab. As you can see, this is a really simple pattern. I did not do anything crazy with it. Beginning preset. This sound is from Rod Keon's Multi-Keys 2 Bank. I really laid down this simple pattern. And as you know, that's a really synthy, dark sound. That's the direction that I wanted to go with this beat, and this sound just fit very well, so nothing on the mixer. The second Analog Lab is basically the same pattern as this first one. Here I just added these two notes. They play right next to each other and play at the same time. That's a stock sound from Analog Lab V. That's the 80s synth pad one, and I did a little bit of tweaking with this brightness knob right here and this timbre knob. On the mixer I have Fruity Reverb 2. That's the second Analog Lab, really nothing crazy. Now this BWB brass sound, so yeah, this one. I normalized the sound, I took the volume down quite a bit, and yeah, I really didn't do nothing else with it. Yeah, that's a really mean sounding brass sound. On the mixer I have Fruity Reverb 2, probably the same copied from right here. If y'all want to copy the same reverb to the next mixer channel, do this. So go here, this arrow, press that arrow, then save preset as, click it, hold and drag it to the next sound. And then I boosted the highs, the first contact. So this is a string sound from Strings of Winter. This strings high winter tremolo. And I made this quite a simple pattern, you know. That's pretty low on the mixer also. On the effects I added RC20, vinyl 3 preset, bass, reverb, distorted. I distorted the sound quite a bit, so the distortion is somewhere around 80%. Then wobble is on 15%. I might have tweaked these knobs just a little bit. Then the noise knob, I had the vinyl 2 noise right here, and then the EQ down here. The second contact I have this another Strings of Winter preset, strings low winter tremolo, and yeah. Yeah, that's a simple pattern, almost the same as the first one, but here I took out these high notes. Other than that, it's just the same. And almost the same effects, RC20 vinyl 3 preset, then the Fruity Parametric EQ2, then the next strings. These are pretty much inspired by Hood by Air. The preset is 70s vinyl strings 3. And the pattern is almost like in Hood by Air. Yeah, these A and A sharp notes, those are right next to each other, creating tension between the notes, and it makes this dark horror movie sound, you know what I mean? So yeah, those play consistently throughout the whole pattern. And then I have these lower notes that plays this little kind of chord progression. With the mixer effects I have Fruity Reverb 2, and here I boosted the wet knob to like 50% right here. I usually keep the wet level to like under 30%. Moving on to the last VSTs, so then I have this Serum lead. This lead is really inspired by Toxic, a really simple serum pattern. If I had the portamento knob somewhere at 20 milliseconds, the slide would be much quicker. And on the lead effects I had quite a bit actually. Fruity reverb 2, nothing crazy, the same reverb as the Nexus one. Then parametric EQ 2, I boosted the highest here, nothing else. Then OTT, this is a multi-band compression plugin. Then lastly just Fruity fastest. So right now I have these sounds, and this is a really trusted process melody. This is what I made with the VSTs right now. So you know, now when we have that, I pretty much just made a little arrangement with these sounds. So I copied it over a bunch of times. I took some sounds out, I added some sounds, then I just render it right here, highlight this, then go down here, press this disc recording, go down here and render selected tracks to WAV files. Press that and then start. Then we get this rendered audio sample. And then I pretty much just did this. So I reversed it, I made sure it's on the time like it's supposed to be, like that. And then you know, I chopped it up like this. I moved some part to other places like that. I did some cool little differences and all. This is the original audio clip. So this is what it sounds like reversed and pitched down. I pitched it down 100 cents. Now it's on C#. So yeah, that's the audio clip reverse. Then I made this arrangement right here. I have different parts with different sounds. As y'all heard, I pitched this part down right here, 1200 cents. Then I have the first pad slash key and the lead playing right here. The last thing really that tied everything together on the melody, I added this serum lead, this another serum lead actually. So yeah, this lead gab 3, if I said that correctly. So yeah, I really like that sound, and I made this pattern that is really consistent throughout the whole pattern actually. I'm gonna play it right now and explain what I did with the pattern. So yeah, as y'all heard, I really copied this first bar right here. I copied it over like that, and then at the end of these 4 bars I changed it up just a bit. So I really changed up one note, and it's this D5. I took the D5 up to C#6. On the mixer I added 3 effects. Fruity reverb 2, the same reverb as this first serum right here. Really didn't change anything. Then parametric EQ 2, again boosting the highest as always. And then Fruity delay 3, time is at 8.0, wet knob is at almost 40%. It's a little lower on the mix. You can hear it, yeah. It definitely adds more bounce to the whole sound. Then you know, tweak the level knob, cut off. Yeah, that's the whole melody. So now I have shown y'all how to make the melody and the lead pattern, which is really important. Now the whole melody played together sounds like this. Yeah man, that's the whole melody. The lead, I chopped it up just a little bit before the hook. Right now I'ma break down the drums. I'ma show y'all how everything is made, how y'all can make these same hard hitting drums. So yeah, let's get it. In these Cardo produced songs, y'all can hear he used Spins 808. So in this beat I used the Spins 808 too. Yeah, the classic Spins 808. This is boosted with a basic EQ. So without the EQ, the 808 sounds like this. It's cool, you know, but when it's boosted, it hits even harder. The 808 pattern itself, it's quite busy, I'd say. Yeah, I'ma just play it and explain it. I mean, yeah, as y'all heard, quite a busy pattern. The 808 really creates this bounce, but I have this bass right here. The bass, you know, it clashes with the 808 usually, but I EQ'd the bass. I wanted the 808 to hit even more, and I realized that I could just add a bass and it sounds more cool and all. So So right now the 808 is clashing with the bass, but when I add the EQ it doesn't clash. So I've just cut everything from right here and then a little high pass filter. The bass pattern follows the same pattern as the 808 pattern, so yeah, I really didn't change anything right here. And this is a really cool bass sound too. That's the 808 and the bass. Then the percussion in this beat. This is a really interesting actually. The first percussion sound is this open hat, this perk fabulous. Yeah, and that plays right after the first open hat. I really wanted to make a bouncy open hat pattern. So that's the fabulous open hat. Then this bankroll fresh open hat. This is a more of a busy pattern. And you know, that continues. Then this snare. This is a snare that Cardo used in a few songs on the Carti album. And that snare plays this really simple pattern. Yeah, that's the snare. I'm actually play what I have so far. Yes, it's the kind of snare sample that goes well with the Spins 808 and these open hats. Now the D-Rich hi-hat. This hi-hat pattern is quite a bouncy pattern. Simple 3-note rolls very consistently throughout this whole pattern. Not much to say about this pattern, these really simple rolls. I really made this first 4 bars and I copied it over. So yeah, those are pretty much all of the main drums, but as you can hear in the album, somebody added these snare rolls. So in this beat I wanted to make a same kind of snare roll with this BWB Wave 4 snare. So yeah, I was just searching for a snare sample that sounded almost like in those songs. So this snare sample has this kind of metal sound at the end that just plays 2 times right before the first hook and right before the second hook. And you know, that's all of the drums. On the mixer I really don't have anything, little EQ boosting right here, high boosting. But right now really important part of this beat is this bass. Right now we are coming back to the bass. Most of the time in the beat the bass is EQ'd, but right here at this bridge part before the second hook I had the bass playing without the EQ. It creates a cool difference before the second hook. Last thing on this beat, I did this little stutter repeat effect before this part. So what I did is I just took this first part right here, then you know I copied it and played 2 times before this bridge. I added this movie stomp kind of sound. That's pitched down 300 cents and the volume is somewhere at 35%. This is how you make Playboi Carti IM music type beats. This is a really simple but hard beat. I hope you all learned how to make Playboi Carti IM music type beats. Go follow me on IG at MikeBeats_. New tutorials coming real soon. I'm out, man. Peace.